Hi, Dave Travis. I'm back with Dino Rizzo. Now that we've seen Dino's talk about serving the one, I want to ask Dino some very direct questions that many people know about Dino's life. Dino, tell us what happened. Here's what happened to you. Here's what happened to your family. Here's what happened at Healing Place. What led to it? You know, what you feel is important for others to hear about your story.
Well, Dave, I could probably say, and I appreciate so many people that have prayed for us and have been so kind to us, and so many leaders that have helped us through this time, and like yourself and some others. But I think I probably underestimated the speed of ministry in my own soul. So after that talk, as we continue to move forward and grow and reach, and the influence almost be overwhelming and the opportunities be overwhelming. And I think probably one of my greatest assets, hopefully, is compassion and trying to be generous and trying to be there for people. Well, that also became probably a terrible liability in the idea of not being able to ever say no or not being able to slow down. So those next couple of years, the need for speed and the addiction of velocity and the narcotic of growth and success took its toll on my soul and on my family. And so when 2012 started, I just did not start healthy at all. I felt like I was running on empty, as we've heard a lot about. I felt like I was fighting depression. I really was not a person being raised Italian, being raised strong, never letting other people know that you're hurting or that there's a weakness or there's a problem. So I was not one that was going to ask for help because I was helping so many people. And I did not know how to deal with my own pain and my own questions. And so during that time, that season of the beginning of 2012, I had some loss in our lives. Some people that we love dearly went to be with the Lord. I probably didn't grieve that well. There was some real energy happening at the church as it relates to refinancing and the new facility and the travel. And I just did not steward that well, David. I just, traveled too much, stayed gone, ran on empty like crazy. It was like I was jumping out of a plane and seeing how close I could get to the ground before I pulled my parachute. Mm-hmm. And one of those times I jumped, the parachute didn't work. It had happened so many times that it didn't work that time. And then through a brief time, I made some poor decisions that really affected my family. And just fell apart, to be honest with you, fighting deep depression. Physically, I'd lost about 40 pounds, had some exhaustion issues, burnout, hit the wall, not dealing with hardship well, did not know how to process my own challenges, and again, made some poor decisions that horribly affected my family. And during that process, when it came forward and became public, I was in no place to even think about the future. And so my wife and I decided that we would step down and we would get help and get healthy, because I was at the point of I did not see any hope and really had burnt myself out at about every level. And it's tough, it's terrible, it's painful, it still hurts. There's shame associated with it, embarrassment, humiliation. But I'm grateful that my wife and I, we made it through it, and we're making it through it.
Great. Thank you, Dino. In our next segment, we're going to talk about a group of leaders that reached out to you to try and help restore you to future ministry. So we'll cover that in our next segment. I hope everyone will hang on for the next part of our conversation with Dino Rizzo.